Billy Young is Anita's brother-in-law and a good old Southern boy from North Carolina. He serves as a co-pastor at the Good Shepherd Church and works for Gordy Reimer. He also owns and operates Soundwave Audio and Studios, does taxidermy work, and runs a farm. Billy plays several instruments and sings Southern gospel with the Youngs. When he has time, Billy enjoys fishing, hunting, horseback riding, rebuilding muscle cars, and motorbikes. Lane Young is Anita's nephew and celebrated his 12th birthday last night. Lane is going into grade 7 and follows in his parents' musical footsteps. Lane plays the piano, drums, and trombone, and is also involved in choir at school. He's a Boy Scout and attended camp this summer.
Erin Young is Anita's niece and is so happy to be a flower girl in her wedding. Erin is going into grade 5 and also plays the piano, clarinet, and enjoys singing. Erin also loves history and art. Erin and her sister Evie take dance classes and are involved in American Heritage Girls. Evie Young is Anita's niece and her prototype in many ways. She loves to play games, sing, and act. Evie also plays the piano and violin and is going into grade 4. Her favorite animals are cows. She loves her Aunt Nietzsche and was privileged to be at her bridal shower in Indiana.
Sean Tinlin Jones lives in North Vancouver with his wonderful life partner Sam and very busy 1-year-old son Declan, who has just started to walk. Sean's favorite thing to do is spend time with his family on a newly discovered beach during Vancouver summer days. He's an avid comic collector who thoroughly enjoys sci-fi movies, reading several books at once, and going for a run or a cycle. Sean is a software engineer who interacts with global customers and works on exciting, challenging projects. He's a recent addition to the Anita and Richard friend clan. In this short time, according to Sean, Richard has managed to remind him that his cycling fitness is near non-existent. One of Sean's most memorable times with Richard is a candid conversation that life is what we make it, and it is not meant to be devoured by the past.
Carla Lewis is a mother of 3 grown children and has been married to Reg for the last 29 years. Originally from the Vancouver area, she has spent the past 30 years living in the small town of 100 Mile House in BC's interior. Carla works seasonally as a tour director for an Australian tour company. She is passionate about traveling, enjoys hiking, cycling, and spending time with her family. Carla and Anita met in 2007 at an international tour management course in San Francisco. Some favorite memories include their trip to Victoria, hiking the Chief, and getting lost in San Francisco. Carla and Anita have shared many laughs, meals, hikes, and good times since then.
Roman Peryaslavsky was born and raised in the Soviet Union. He moved to Israel shortly after serving in the Red Army. Roman met his beautiful wife Elena in Jerusalem, and their first child Yen was born in the Holy City. And although their daughter was born in Canada, Roman assures me that she was made in the Holy Land. Just 2 short months after arriving in Canada, Roman had the pleasure of meeting Richard for a job interview. Richard gave Roman his first job in Canada and introduced him to the great game of golf, which he confesses, "I still suck to this day." They became instant friends and watched each other's kids grow up from babies to fine adults. Roman lives in Richmond with his wife, 2 kids, and 2 dogs. He also loves the Canucks. Currently, Roman is a software consultant and avidly works to transition into his next career of becoming a professional poker player.
Julia Dordell is from Hanover, Germany. Dr. Julia is an award-winning LA producer and has her doctorate in forest sciences. Julia is a writer and actor who also loves running, hiking, nature, swimming, fencing, and her dogs. Julia and Anita met 5 years ago doing background work in film. Together they came up with the web series Libella. Julia and Anita filmed the series in BC and Germany, later screened it at the Banff International Film Festival. Other fun memories include a German sauna, a trip to Disney World, adventuring in Alberta, and the many long runs in Lynn Valley. Julia would like to wish the couple a most exciting and fulfilling life with lots of traveling, great food and wine, long runs, sun, all the things to make you happy and more.
David Ford is the son of Papa Richard Ford. David has known Richard for as long as he's had memory. David says Richard has been an amazing dad and friend who has shown and taught David so many things. They've been on some fun adventures, shared hurt, sweat, and pain together. That's referring to the marathon and the hiking, not the many trips to the principal's office. David lives in English Bay in Vancouver and works as a mortgage broker. David loves playing golf, rugby, and occasionally runs along the Stanley Park seawall. David says, "I'm very happy Dad found Anita and can see how incredibly happy he is. I'm very proud to be his son and glad to welcome Anita into the family. Congratulations to you both."
Rebecca Berghorn lives in Fort Wayne, Indiana with her husband Brian, family dog Birdie, and 4 children. Jake is 5, the twins Colt and Elsa are 3, and Hunter is 7 months old. Most of Rebecca's time is spent being a mom, but she also works as a marriage and family therapist with children and their families. She enjoys being a mom, gardening, connecting with friends, drawing and collaging. Rebecca met Anita during their freshman year at Bethel College in Indiana 17 years ago. Fun memories with Anita always involve some kind of activity, her favorite ones being running red lights on the way to church, hiking in Banff where Rebecca renamed all the Canadian nature sites, leading a college prayer ministry together, and crashing Anita's family gatherings. Her friendship with Anita has always been special, a true and lifelong friendship.
Paul Varley goes back to the Ritchie days and has known Richard since grade 1. The two played soccer together in high school for the Flyers and the Rockets. Paul was born and raised in Richmond, the 4th of 6 boys. Paul is a youth and family worker for at-risk youth in Vancouver and still loves to play soccer once a week. He loves to hang out at the Fort Langley home with his wife Anne-Marie and his sons Chris, Evan, and daughter Anna Banana. Paul says the smartest move he ever made was to marry Anne-Marie. She put him back on the right track. Paul's greatest joy is being a husband and a dad. His kids make him smile every day. Some of Paul's favorite memories with Ritchie are stalling Ritchie's car in a tunnel during a Seattle road trip and the 32nd year reunion with the Rockets soccer team. Happy times with Rich and Anita include dinner with Grandpa and the Canada Day party of 2012. Paul wishes the couple blessings for a long and special marriage.
Jennifer Watson lives in Chesapeake, Virginia. Jennifer enjoys running and ran competitively for a Division I university. She also enjoys skiing, hiking, paddleboarding, yoga, reading, dancing, travel, hanging with good friends, and playing with her beautiful Great Dane, Justice. Yes, he is bigger than her. Jennifer is blessed to live near her twin sister, and she adores her nephews. When she is not playing, she is busy running her private physical therapy practice. She loves the arts and appreciates this so much in Anita. Jennifer and Anita met at Gold's Gym 9 years ago when Anita lived in Virginia Beach. Anita was impressed that Jennifer could do real pull-ups, and the friendship grew from there. Some favorite memories include wine tasting in North Carolina, their trip to San Fran, and waffles and sangria night in Vancouver. Anita, you have made life so colorful. I love you, girl.
Perry Hoagfeld is a successful realtor, a father of 2, and lives in Richmond. Perry has a passion for cycling and has raised thousands of dollars in his rides to conquer cancer. Perry has known Richard since high school when they played on the Rockets soccer team together. Perry and Richard have recently reconnected through cycling and go for rides together when their schedules mesh. Both Perry and Richard have cycled the Vancouver to Whistler Fondo and the Fondo in Penticton.
Marla Young is Anita's older sister and lives in Greensboro, North Carolina, with her husband and 3 children. Marla attended college in Oregon, then transferred to Indiana, graduating with a degree in music ed and a double minor in business and youth ministry. It was in Indiana where the sisters once again lived together and formed a band called the Gigless Chicks. Marla teaches music and band at Vandalia Christian School, works as a music director at her church, and assists her husband with the youth group. Marla plays 17 instruments, writes music, sings, and can play any style of music. Some favorite memories Marla has with her sister are playing Little House on the Prairie every summer, insisting that we call our parents Ma and Pa, introducing her kids to Anita for the first time, and visits to Vancouver with the family.